In high school, not high school, elementary and middle school, I did Girl Scouts. I did brownies. Had the Special Olympics. I named sports I used to do. My number one favorite would be basketball. I did that in high school. Like I say, maybe 5 or 10 years old. And I did like cheerleading, real cheerleading in high school, middle school. Then I did lacrosse. I think like freshman year, not senior year. I never made senior year for lacrosse or basketball because basketball was too hard in high school, so I had to do the Special Olympics basketball back then. Then later on, like 4 or 5 years old, I did Special Olympics before real sports in high school. I'll name all the sports I did for Special Olympics. Number one, basketball in order. Number two would be hey, what's up, King Cobra? I used to do team handball, but I don't do that. They don't have that anymore. But my favorite second one would be team handball, but the third one would be softball. Then I did swimming. Then I did poly hockey. Then I did track and field. Me and Leslie, my baby, was supposed to do softball, but we couldn't because getting kicked out, moving here and there. When we were staying at Timberlake Apartments, we almost did softball for we did. But the coach wouldn't let us because he forgot to put us on the roster. So next year, if we have a place by then, we're doing that. And I love bowling a lot too. So Nick, you need to get that. And I have a friend named Nick from Special Olympics, Nick Cadwell, to let you all know. And he knows me really, really well. He knows who I really am. And there's some other sports. I did gymnastics in school, but I didn't do that because it was too slippery on the bars with that white stuff. I don't remember what it's called though. And surely I never did like splits. I never was on top of the other like woman in cheerleading. I couldn't do that at all. But I did do like dancing almost, but I did not do that. I could do what I could do. I could jump in the air really high. I could run, do the exercise there. Then now to the jobs. Okay, yes, I worked for Michigan State, Holden Hall, Brody Hall, then Case Hall for 3 years. That's why I'm saying I'm not like Keith Edward Jorgensen because he never did what I did. He never got ribbons, medals. He never got a what do you call it? A trophy from lacrosse. I did. It's called the lacrosse team. And this is what I'm saying is the truth, all of it. Me and my brother have never ever got along. We always fighted like how Leslie and his brother fights because he thought he was better, but I've always been better than him. He got kicked out of high school. He would fuck women in high school. That's sick. Ew. He would start fights. He's the big bully. I'm not. I always like wanted to work for disabled people. I mean, help disabled people. This place called Peckham in Lansing, be like a case manager. And I wanted to work for the Beekman Center in Lansing, but it was too far on the highway. I have no car to get there to do it. And some other stuff I want to do, like work at community mental health and help disabled people, but it's hard to do that when you have autism. And it's not Asperger's anymore, it's autism. I might do it one day in the future, who knows. Then next, I did Peckham. That's my other job for like doing. I did military boxing, the military clothing, and shipping it. Like I put tags on it with my ex Chris Mort to let you all know. That was back in like 2013 or something like that. I did automotive seatbelts. Thank you, King Cobra, the message you just sent me. And then, what else did I do? Oh, custodian work for 13 years. went back and forth, and I did like no laundry or dishes at Peckham at all. I did piecework, I did sewing somewhat. It's called Clean and Turn. It's like a documentary I'm talking about right now. This is part one, episode one of Well, I'm better than Keith Edward Jorgensen because he don't like to work. He likes to do the drugs. He likes to be around the bad people. That's my brother Keith for you all. And another thing, he likes to hang around a woman named Heather Brooks who's no good who cheats. She's a player. And every guy I got with, they cheated on me. You know why? Because my brother and my grandpa, James William Jorgensen and Keith Edward Jorgensen, they're jealous of me. With every guy I got with, they're jealous. Because since my grandma died, they're jealous because every man I get with, because they don't have grandma in their life, so they bully and troll my life. To let you all know. And that's the truth. And Keith and Grandpa are con artists. They used to steal from me when I was young. I used to hide under a table because of them. And another thing, used to whip me with a belt when I was like 5 years old, to let you all know. So I'm telling the truth right now what happened when I was a kid. That's not right. Bottom line, you don't do that to nobody. Okay, then but they helped me get a job though, because CMH helped me too at the same time. My mom was not like that. She was the nicer one. She took me to McDonald's when I was a kid a lot. She tried to stay away from this guy named Rick Cox, but he's no good at all. He might have killed her or something like that, or the medication killed her. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know the truth, but she died. She got murdered, to let you all know that. That's sad. If my mom was still alive, she would help me probably raise my baby Leslie the third. Right now, she probably would. I'm thinking, I don't know. But I love my mom, Carlos. She was so alive. She would take me anywhere I wanted to go, but she worried about her boyfriend, Rick Cox, way more. Yeah, she used to smoke cigarettes too, my mom did, but I never did none of that crap, never will, never have. Maybe drinking sometimes. The other stuff, I used to work for Peckham. I worked at this big office on the highway. It's called Watertown A or B. This woman named Lauren Wagman Harmon got me into a job by the Peckham Farms. Like a custodian job cleaning offices. It was easy, but I haven't done that in years and years and years since then. But I love to do it as a team player. And the only reason I got fired because missing work because I was late sometimes. Because sleep problems, sleep apnea, or sleep insomnia, I don't know what it was. I'm trying to not do that anymore at this new job at Michigan State Case Hall. I was trying to go on some medication making me get up earlier, so I go to bed earlier from now on. Okay, after that job, after Peckham, all the jobs I did at Peckham together, different years. I think I started in 2012 to 2017. I ended my job at Peckham. Came another job I did. It's all mixed up, I'm telling you. Then I worked at that one. It was called Bravo's Italian Restaurant. I worked there, folding, setting the table and rolling silverware. That's all I did at that job. Then I worked at it's called Commercial Situation or something like that. I hanged flyers on the windows. Then I did watering the plants. I did some dishes in the back of this place called Meat Barbecue, but they don't have that anymore now. They turned into something else. It used to be a flower shop. They had stuff like that there. That's gone now. It's different in Old Town and Lansing. It changed a lot since then. And then, thinking what else I did. There's a lot to do and say. Oh, then I worked at East Lansing High School, McDonald Middle School, Board of Education, shredding papers. I got paid for that every 2 weeks. I remember that now. And they like took pictures of me like model ways. I don't know, by a tree or something. That was when I was real like 15 something years old. Then when I was like 15 or like something like that, I worked at Michigan State at Holdenholm. This guy, this black chef, knows me since I worked at Holdenholm. Now he works at Krystal, where I work right now, but I'm off until I become unhomeless and live in an apartment. Then I'll go back to work at Krystal. Think what other jobs, and there's so many. And stuff like that. Only that, never got paid for that. I was training in high school. Then I worked at Kroger's. And I did not get paid at that job, just training, like, they were showing me how to clean and stuff like that. I was with high school. But Bravos, I made like $200 to $300 every 2 weeks. The same with Michigan State case, so I made like $300 to $400 every 2 weeks right now. Then some other jobs I used to do when I was young. I used to look for pop cans when my grandpa James Will wouldn't give me no money because he's greedy with his money when he gets $400 of money because he worked at the Kellogg Center for many years as supervisor. And my brother Keith used to work at a mechanic shop just doing. Then he quit the next day because he didn't like it. See, I don't quit jobs. I'm such a team player, everyone. That's why. This is my real life. I would never lie. This is the truth.
My phone at?
I don't know. You had your phone.
You had it on the charger.
I don't know. I'm busy. You see, you're wrecking my video.
Okay, my phone. Go out there until you're done. Then.
Leslie, I didn't have your phone.
I put it on the charger and you moved it.
I don't have it.
You did. It was on the charger and you unplugged my phone. I don't know what I did. Had it.
Sorry, everybody, about he's talking. You're ruining my video. Not to do this video all over again.
Go ahead.
I hate when people do that. That's rude. Inappropriate.
Yes, you had my phone and you put it somewhere, babe.
No, I didn't. You had
I had
it
plugged in right here on the charger.
I have not touched your phone.
I had it on the charger and you unplugged it and you put your phone on, hon.
I do not have it.
No, I didn't have it, babe.
You're talking my YouTube live video. You can't do that.
Find my phone.
Say sorry now.
Sorry, babe. Find my phone, please.
This is a documentary of my whole life when I was in high school. Who does that?
Stupid people does that. I'm sorry, okay? You had my phone. You took it off the charger and put yours on.
No, you had. I never had your phone.
No, I had it right here on the charger and you unplugged it, hon.
No, I never had your phone, Leslie, at all.
Remember I plugged it in? I don't know where it's at.
No, I'm not doing this video all over because of you.
What did I do with it then? I don't know where it's at.
But still, my documentary, part 1, episode 1, of my jobs and my sports I did for years. My life, nobody else's but my life.
That's right.
I don't know. You had it, Leslie. We just go until I'm done. I'm almost done.
It's gone now.
I'll call it when I'm done. I don't want nothing. Can you please go until I'm done? Use my phone for now.
I don't know what's going on now.
It's not my fault. It's your fault. You're fine to use my phone. But back to, I'm Krystal stationed here.
Remember I plugged it in the charger and you unplugged it, Robbie.
It's not my fault. It's your fault. But my favorite sport, my fave sport is basketball. First in order. Then second is cheerleading. Then third is lacrosse. That's the real me, Marty. Do you get that? Keith don't like basketball. He told me he hates Special Olympics and he hates basketball. What he likes is WWE wrestling. That's all Keith likes. Like Leslie. But I love bowling and I love basketball the most and softball somewhat. And that's always been me. I don't care what anyone says. Amen. I still try to do basketball and softball for Special Olympics, but then people think I'm drama and they won't let me do it. But thank God to my coach. He almost let me and my future husband Leslie do basketball, but we can't right now because we're homeless, so we can't do no sports at all until we go back to Lansing to do it. And that pisses me the fuck off really bad. And then Peckham lets you do basketball. The Peckham Skunks. It's just sad. People think I'm these people and I'm not. And you all need to quit thinking Leslie's bisexual. He's not. And no, I'm not bisexual either. We're straight as fuck. Leslie loves women. I love men. And he's married me when I turned 40. He told me. We might argue and fight because too much going on. That's why. So I'm trying to do it how King Cobra would talk that way. That's why I said what I just said. So I am gothic. And I always been gothic with the black nail polish. And I used to wear like black eyeliner, black lipstick. I can come back that way. People don't piss me off. I will become back that way for real. I'm a Twilight lover. I love vampires a lot. I've seen every Twilight movie made in order. And Simba, love you. I just fed you. And his cage is pink and black. I just realized that. And he has a pink cage. It's nothing to do with sports or the jobs. Another thing, a team player. You know what that means? I'll look that up right now and I'll tell you what that means. I'm trying to X this out. Don't X that out. Whoa, that's a lot.